I'm Sarah Forster, Deputy News Editor here at The National, and this is A Closer Look. Now, artificial intelligence, or AI, has been around for a while now, but a new program called ChatGPT is really opening people's eyes to the potential applications, both good and bad. We're going to talk to our reporter Nick Webster about these issues, but first we're going to see what happened when he challenged ChatGPT to write a news article for him.
This ChatGPT software, developed by OpenAI, is a real concern to Khalifa University, where academics think students will be using it to generate coursework and assignments. With few weights and measures in place to stop them from doing so, they're concerned how this technology will be used in the future, not just in academia, but in the real world as well. I put this to the test by generating 2 news articles using the same set of quotes for both, one written by myself, the other generated by the software. This is the article generated by the computer, and it was chosen to be suitable for our website.
Well, Nick joins me in the studio now. Thanks for coming back in, Nick.
Okay.
So this technology is fascinating. As we just saw, it wrote a whole news article out for you. Makes me a bit nervous, right? But in general, what other kind of stuff can this AI do?
Well, artificial intelligence has been at the door for some time now. We've been told it's been coming for our jobs, but reality is a little bit different. The experiment we did this week was a good example of that, I think, in writing a news article. It wasn't able to input the human element, for example, and also quotes from individuals to broaden a news story and to give a wider appeal, if you like. We have seen it being used in the university. Khalifa University said they had concerns about it being used by students in academia to recreate coursework, assignments, this kind of thing. And it's also really useful as a research tool to give you a foundation for that kind of work. But it said it shouldn't really overtake the critical thinking. That's what they're really trying to guard against. And at the moment, there aren't really many checks in place to stop them from doing that. But it's rapidly evolving, and it's only been on the market for maybe 2 months. Had over 1 million views already, 1 million downloads, so it's already widely in use.
Wow, okay, so obviously like any tool, like the internet or like anything like that, it can be used for good and bad. So bad would be, say, cheating on coursework, that kind of thing. What's the good side? How could this improve humanity for us?
I think it can replace the automation, the labour-intensive, the tedium of the everyday task, I suppose. That's the way they're looking at how it's going to be beneficial to humanity. It will replace some of the jobs that we have now, and those will probably disappear, but that's an evolution of industry as we know it. But I do think it has potential for nefarious means as well, I think. Whether that's going to be it has no filter, for example, so it can lift up a copy verbatim from public access information. It can have racism, it can have sexism in there, and that's very hard to filter at the moment, but that is changing. This particular ChatGPT software is bringing in new filters that will get rid of all that and make sure what is being put out there is basically clean information we can all use.
I mean, I think if we're only 2 months into it, there's still a long way to go. If you think about where we were 2 months into the internet, and you could only use it like after 6, and you couldn't put the phone up, and all this stuff. And we've come a long way from that. So, thinking about the future of AI, where would you see us in maybe 10, 20 years? What do you think this technology could result in? The same way that we didn't realise that the invention of the internet would result in Uber drivers. Is that kind of? Do you have any idea?
It's a big question, and no one really knows. No one's got a crystal ball, but it's certainly useful, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, this software can write you a sonnet, it can write you something in the form of Shakespeare, it can form your lesson plan if you're a teacher and you're trying to put a lesson out for some kids, it can help you with that. So don't get me wrong, it is really useful, but I think how it progresses and how it develops and how it learns itself to become better in the future, that's where we don't really know how the potential is going to evolve in the years ahead. I think that's what people are a little bit concerned about, how AI can be developing in the future.
Well, hopefully, like all tech, it will end up in our lives being a little bit easier. But our jobs are safe, right?
I think most jobs are safe, but there is an evolution of broadening out your skill set. If you can make yourself more employable and incorporate AI into your day-to-day working, then surely it's a good thing. I don't think it's going to be replacing my job yet anytime soon, but who knows? Somebody who's more qualified and better skilled might do that themselves, but I don't think AI will be doing that anytime soon.
Okay, good. Well, when they get an AI bot to sit here and interview you about AI, I feel like I'm safe in my job. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for coming in, Nick.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to watch our previous episodes of A Closer Look, you can find them all on our YouTube channel, The National News.